Morning, YouTubies. How's it going? It's hot today. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's hot. So, you did use me. So I'm over here fanning myself with cornbread. I'm having a little bit of Hawaiian pizza today while just chit-chatting. I didn't intend to buy the pizza yesterday. My intent was to go home and fix pork chops. But Anthony had a doctor's appointment and it took an hour and a half, not even joking, an hour and a half before we actually seen the doctor. That was the longest we'd ever waited to see the doctor. So because of it, we got home late. Anthony and I, we usually can eat pretty much any time. But Dad usually likes to eat around 5 p.m. So because of it, we got home, I think it was like 5:30 or 6. I think it was actually around 6. So before we got home, I went ahead and bought a Hawaiian pizza and fixed pork chops tonight. It's like, messed up my plan. Messed up my dinner menu that I'd already pre-planned out everything. But it works. Because by the time we got everything done yesterday and got home, I was not in the shape to be able to cook. I was too worn out. I was planning to have Anthony and I take Jax to the park yesterday. We didn't get that done either. We went the other day, and he loved it. He was so spoiled. He's such a good dog. Yeah, streak of sunlight is coming through for some reason. There it goes. It was bugging me. There we go. Now hopefully it doesn't come back. But yeah, we took him to the park the other day. And we went down to a section where there's no people. And don't know if I did the right decision or not. I actually turned him loose off of the leash. And he played for a while. Anthony, he hasn't even growled at once at Anthony. So Anthony, he threw the ball for him a bunch of times. And so did I. That boy can catch ball mid-air. Most of the time, not always. Every once in a while he misses and fumbles. But man, he's good at catching a ball. And he loves his squeaky balls. He's got 2 of them now. A green one and an orange one. I still have... Hang on. Scam callers calling. Scam, spam, whatever you want to call them. But, so yeah, we had Jax off the leash. At one point, well, I had a little bit of trouble with him not wanting to come when called. I have trouble with him pulling the leash, even with the no pull harness. It's usually not as bad, but the other day he was like super excited about seeing everything and peeing on everything. Boy, pees on everything. So I might have to work with him on that. And then also he doesn't always come when called. And he did that yesterday, or the other day at the park. Sometimes he comes good, and other times he doesn't. He's like a little kid or something. Just, I want to play. I want to play. So cute, though. So at one point, he actually went further than I wanted him to go, and he went down to the other end. There's a lady down there, and my first thought was like, oh no, oh my God. I thought something was going to happen. He didn't growl at her, didn't bark at her, nothing. He just wagged his tail at her and then came back. So, like, oh, okay. I'm thinking maybe he's not... I don't know. I'm confused on it, the situation. Of whether he's afraid of people or not afraid of people. But then again, it was a female. And I think he is more prone to be okay with females than males. Because the other day, our pharmacist came and brought my meds. And she's a lady. And she happened to see him or everything. And he didn't growl or bark at her. So, I don't know. But today, just for a safe measure, after Anthony gets done with dialysis, we're going to go over to PetSmart. I'm going to get one of those really long leashes for him. That way he's on a leash, but yeah, he can still play safely. So, because yeah, I don't want to take a chance of, until I know further and things. I don't, the only reason I turned him loose off the leash, well, he still was on his leash, but I just turned him loose with the leash while playing, because otherwise I get pulled around like crazy. So, but yeah, we're gonna fix that. I'm learning on things little by little. So, I never had a dog as active as him. And I don't feel like I'm doing justice as far as do enough activities with him. But I'm trying. That's why we're taking him to the park and everything. So that helps a lot. Because otherwise, well, partly he's not been wanting to play a whole lot sometimes because of the heat. Poor pup is like hot. I made some ice blocks for him, and luckily where we live, there's lots of trees. Luckily Dad didn't chop all the trees down. What's the point of moving someplace that has lots of trees to just chop them down? All because he didn't want to have to deal with the leaves. He still has to deal with the leaves because there's still trees everywhere. We have forest, you know, yeah, forest, woods in the back of our house. So luckily there's still enough trees around that our backyard that's fenced, our backyard's fenced, still gives Jax enough shade that he has some shady spots. So that's good. And I make sure every day, well, every other day, that he has fresh water. Because I don't want to breed mosquitoes or flies. Gonna be ordering some flea and tick stuff for him and the cats here soon. Has anybody tried the ultrasonic flea and tick repellent? If you've used it, does it work? Does it not work? And I'm sweating. I got sweat rolling down my cheek. Jeez. Hang on, I gotta cornbread myself. Oh, feels so good. But yeah, I was thinking about getting the ultrasonic thingies. I'm hoping that works because I don't like the idea of putting chemicals on my pets. But I need something that kills the fleas and ticks. So, particularly the ticks. Jax right now has one tick, a decent sized tick, probably about the size of a pea, right on his upper lip. And I don't know how to get it off at the moment, because he's such a wiggle butt. Okay, get that boy to sit still. Well, I take that back. The only time he's actually sat still for me was the other night when he actually let me rub his tummy for the first time. Until then, anytime I touched his tummy or his sides, he didn't like it and he growled at me. So we're just kind of giving him time and you know, be patient with him. And he finally let me rub his belly. Oh, he loved that. He laid in one spot and let me rub his tummy for probably about 15 minutes. That was the longest he's ever sat still. Or laid still, I should say, in this case. I gotta figure out some way of getting that off of him. I might actually have to take him to the vet, which I need to anyway, and have the vet assist me on getting that off. Because that bugs me that's on there. He had another tick that was close to dime size on the back of his neck. I went into the house the day I seen it to go get the tweezers. I came back. I guess he'd rolled around in the grass and stuff. The tick's gone now. So, and I know that the one that's on his lip is not the same one because they're like different colors, different size. So, but yeah, it was nice of him let me to rub his tummy that day. He's so spoiled. Exception of just a few little tiny flaws, I could not ask for a more perfect dog. I have been truly blessed by the universe and God. Because I've wanted a dog for so long. I didn't want a dog that was a yapper. I wanted a smart dog. I wanted a pretty dog. I wanted a big dog. I wanted a dog that didn't lick my face. Which he doesn't like my face, which is good because I know where that tongue's been. So somebody had obviously been working with him and training him to not do that. Oh, should have seen it the other night. Okay, let me back up for a second. The one time I was able to get him, well, 2 times, but the one night when Dad and I was having dinner, I let Jax in and I had him sit down in the kitchen. He didn't beg at all to have anything off the table, which I was shocked. He's such a good boy. He didn't beg, didn't whine, nothing. Well, the other night, I had a leftover cheeseburger that didn't get ate. It got shoved into the fridge and didn't get ate because I forgot it. So I decided to give it to him. Because that way, you know, I didn't feel quite so bad about it. I always feel guilty about food going to the trash because it's wasted. But at least in this case, it went to the dog, so it wasn't totally wasted. So I took it outside, I had it on a plate, and I broke it up for him into pieces so he wouldn't just inhale in one bite. And then I had to go back into the house for just a little bit. I was in the house probably about 3 minutes. He is such a good boy. He sat there and he did not touch anything on that plate. Like, oh my God. I was expecting to come out because I forgot that I left it on the table. I expected to come back out and everything be gone. Nope. He's such a good boy. Oh my God. I just can't get over it. I can't believe I'm still in shock that I actually have a dog. And Dad's actually finally coming around to him. Dad's little by little talking to him. He actually tried to, when we had pizza last night, Dad had crust left over, pizza crust. Excuse me. so he went and gave to Jax. Well, he tried to give it to Jax, but Jax still doesn't like Dad. I don't know what happened, or maybe he's just senses something. I don't know for sure, but Dad wasn't actually able to give Jax the crust out of his hand, but he left it out there for him, let him know that it was there, and then came back in. So it makes me wonder what is going on. I don't know if Jax senses something. So, but point is, Dad's trying to warm up to the dog, or get the dog warm up to him. So, yeah. I bought Jax a Frisbee, but so far he didn't play with it very much, so I'll have to see if I can play with him with that today. So he's such an awesome dog. Our neighbor, before they moved, they had tried many times to give Dad a golden Labrador and a little female, and Dad declined. And of course, since I've been shot down so much from Mom and Dad about having a dog, I said no to it because, you know, but she wasn't even trained at all. She barked all the time. I'm not sure what else she did, but no training at all. So, at least with Jax, he's already trained in a lot of areas. He sits, stays, lays, shakes, comes, but he needs to work on that a little bit better. He doesn't have it totally down pat, especially when he gets excited. Fetch, go. I can't think of what else. Seems like there's like one or two more, but I can't think what it was. So at least he's got that much down pat. So the biggest thing I gotta work with him on is the leash, or no pulling on the leash, and the coming when called. So got him some treats the other night, so I should start working with him. I wanted to get the small treats because if I'm working with him, he's going to be getting a lot of treats. You know, I wanted to get the like little inch big treats. Anthony had other ideas, and he got milk bones for him, which those would be good for some things. That's fine, but I didn't want those for training because he'll fill up on those fast. So the milk bones are about like yay big, whereas the training treats I wanted to get are yay big. And that way I could work with him for like 10 minutes and he get like several of them. So I might have to actually order some of those and just not tell him. Because I tried to tell him that I need the small treats because of what I was going to be doing. The ding dong didn't listen to me. So I'll have to fix that. Because I need to get on things and start working with him on stuff. So. But anywho, I think I'm going to get ready to scoot, and I'll catch you guys again later. I'll try not to make it where it's every video about the dog. I can't help it right now. I love him. I've laughed and smiled and giggled so much more than I have in years. I'm not even joking on that. He's so goofy and so funny. Some of the things he does. Oh, he tried to crawl in my lap the other day. I was like, oh my gosh. I was sitting on a part of the sidewalk, and all of a sudden he just came up and flopped down in my lap. I was like, okay, hi. When I get a chance, I need to get a kiddie pool so I can give him a bath. That's going to be interesting because I'm not sure if he likes water or not. I'm hoping he's not going to be like... Anthony's got a cousin named Trav. Their dog is a German Shepherd. Of course, they took the dog into the bathroom to give it a bath. I'm going to be doing it outside. But they took their dog, their German Shepherd, into the bathroom for baths. And the dog is terrified of water. So it was like a huge battle each time they had to give the dog a bath. So I'm hoping that that's not going to be the case with Jax. It's going to be in a kiddie pool, of course, but I hope he's not going to give me all kinds of trouble. So we shall see on that. I'm hoping he actually likes water. Because I would love to, if he likes water, I'd love to actually go to the lake here sometime with him and let him play around in the shore of the lake. So, of course, I have to have things set up in the back seat a little bit better because wet feet and everything. I probably have to bring a towel, dry him off. Otherwise, it's going to be all wet and soggy and getting doggy smells back there. Probably doggy smells back there anyways. He's starting to stink a little bit. Smell like dog. He got in the rain last couple times because he had to go potty. He didn't want to get out in the rain, but he had to go potty, so he was kind of forced to go out in the rain. So, oh, it was cute the other day. I went outside to play with him. I managed to throw the ball twice and him bring it back. Well, about that time it started raining, so we had to go back up on the deck. So I just spent time with him, you know, petting him and stuff. And at one point he actually went over and sat in front of the railing, and I was sitting behind him. We both just sat there and watched the rain, you know, and off into the woods. So he is so cute. That's sometimes when he's not been up to playing because of the heat and everything. That's what I've been doing, is at least going out and spending time with him, talking to him, petting him, all that kind of stuff. For at least nothing else, it's a little bit bonding time. So I want to go out and play with him, but can't if he's not up to it. So this darn heat. It's very humid here. Well, to me it is. My body, something is going wrong. My thermostat is broken. My internal thermostat. So I'm always sweating. I always think it's hot and humid. And it may not be, for all I know. I am. I've tried and tried and tried to get the doctors to help me figure out what the heck is going on with my body, or give me some kind of medication or something so I'm not constantly sweating like a stuck pig, which is embarrassing. And of course they don't do nothing. But like how they did with Anthony, suffering for 10 years with chest pain, because they would either ignore us or they do tests and they couldn't find what was, you know, the problem was, and then couldn't find out it was aphid. So like, ugh. But half the time we get ignored or gaslighted on the things that we need help with. I'm getting where I just really do not like medical field people. That doesn't mean I don't like all of them. There are a few that I like, but the majority of them is like, I'm gonna bite my tongue and behave. So anywho, I'm gonna scoot. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye. Morning, YouTubies. How's it going? Alright, today I'm just going to have a little bit of Hawaiian pizza and chat. Couldn't find my thingy that's supposed to go over the windows. And it was back there, just overlooking it. So I got the bright idea to put my little blanket over the window to keep the sun out, because the sun used to be over on this side. You know how the world's spinning when the sun, different places, different times. I didn't want to sound like I'm a total ding dong, but it was where it was shining over there. So now the sun has started shining over here. So I put a little towel, or not towel, blanket over the window to keep the excess sun out and keep it a little bit cooler in here. Otherwise it gets blazing hot. How you guys doing? Good, I hope. I didn't intend to buy this pizza yesterday because my plan was to fix pork chops. But Anthony and I, we went to his appointment to talk to the doctor that's going to do the surgery to put his fistula in his arm so he can have it for dialysis. It's a fistula is a way to plug himself into the machine, the dialysis machine, where the nurses talk. Hang on here. I gotta redo